make your own hand-drawn flower templates, a step-by-step guide. Today I'm going to show you how to create hand-drawn technical flower designs that you can use to create your own unique floral jewellery. You don't need any technical or complicated computing skills to create designs using this method, just a few household items and your creativity. Step 1. Sizing your flower for a gemstone centre. Optional. To design a piece of flower jewellery with a gemstone at its centre, begin by measuring the gemstone and add to that measurement the thickness of the setting times 2. This will give you the diameter of the centre circle you need to draw. For example, if you're using an 8mm gemstone with a 0.3mm bezel setting, the equation would be 8mm plus 0.3 plus 0.3 equals 8.6mm. So you would use your compass to draw an 8.6mm circle in the centre of your page. I'm going to draw a giant flower today so that you can see the process clearly, but you'll need to draw your design to scale. And if you're not sizing your flower to a gemstone, the size of your centre circle is totally up to you. Step 2. Drawing a circle outline. Use your compass to draw the centre circle of your flower in the middle of your piece of paper. Then place the point of your compass back in the same place and draw a second, larger circle that represents the outside edge of your flower. This size is completely up to you. Step 3. Decide how many petals you'd like. Now's the time to decide how many petals you'd like on your flower. For an even number of petals, draw a line with your ruler across the centre of the circle so that it crosses the central dot made by your compass. For an odd number of petals, draw a line with your ruler from the centre dot made by your compass to the outside edge of your larger circle. Step 4. Mark out each petal segment. To work out the size of each petal segment, you'll need to do some maths. But don't worry, it's not too complicated. A circle has 360 degrees in total, so you need to divide 360 by the number of petals you'd like on the flower to ensure even spacing all the way around. For example, if you're drawing a flower with 8 petals, you'll need to divide 360 by 8, which gives you 45 degrees. So you would use your protractor to mark 45 degree points all the way around your circle. Once you've worked out the degrees between each segment, place your protractor on the line that you drew in step 3 with the centre dot and line of the protractor over the centre dot and line of the circle. Follow the number from 0 to the number of degrees you need, in this case 45, and mark it with your pencil. Keep counting around the circle, marking the number of degrees for each petal until you get back to the start. Then use your ruler to join the marks up with the centre dot of the circle. It's worth noting that for an even number of petals, as each petal will be opposite another one, you only need to mark half your circle and then draw a line that passes through the centre dot across the diameter of the circle. For an odd number of petals, only draw a line from the outside edge to the centre point, as the petals won't sit directly opposite each other. Step 5. Mark the centre of each segment. To make sure you're able to line up each of your petals in the centre of each segment, place your ruler across the widest part of each segment and mark the centre. Again, it's worth noting that for an even number of petals, as each petal will be opposite another one, you only need to mark half of your segments and then line up your ruler so that it passes through the centre dot across the diameter of the circle. Then you can use it to mark the opposing side. For an odd number of petals, you'll need to measure and mark the centre of each segment. Step 6. Draw your first petal. Working on one side of one segment only and using the centre mark as your guide, draw one half of your petal design. Place a small piece of tracing paper over the first half of your petal Trace the line with your pencil, turn the tracing paper over, and use it to transfer the first pencil line onto the other side, creating a perfectly symmetrical petal. Step 7. Trace the petal into each segment. Trace the full outline of the first petal onto the tracing paper with your pencil. Turn it over again so that the graphite side is facing down, and place it onto the second segment. You should find that it fits perfectly into the space. Trace the petal into each segment to transfer the petal design all the way around. Step 8. Trace the outline with a pen. The traced petals might be quite faint, so once you've traced them, carefully redraw the lines in pen. This will enable you to see the design clearly when piercing it out. And voila! Your design is ready to attach to your metal sheet and create your own unique flower jewellery.